Hello and welcome to the UK Minifigure Collectors Halloween Special. So I thought, let's do something special for Halloween. So let's begin. So unless you lived in Mordor, say for the late 80s, early 90s, you'll have definitely heard of these before. They were released by St Ivel and they were called Fiendish Feet youghut pots. They were absolutely phenomenal, and pretty much every kid I know has had these, like back in the 80s and 90s. I actually remember being in primary school, and we used to do like sit down and do the painting, and I actually remember like arguments with other children over who got the actual Fiendish Feet youghut pot to actually put the paint in. So fast forward 30 plus years, and all of a sudden this post arrived on Facebook from a company called NeMA Studios, who are an up-and-coming sort of toy manufacturer in the UK. And all it said was, "This October, something fiendish lurks in your fridge." Now obviously I was expecting some sort of 6-inch figure, something like a dusty bin or something that sort of style. But no, I wasn't let down. Then, on the 16th of October was the grand reveal. They were actually coming in minifigure size, so sizing up at 2 inches, and I tell you, my heart was literally palpitating. I couldn't believe that they were actually going to do this. So, enough of me rambling on, let's introduce them. These are the fantastic Fiendish Feet, and these were only released on the 22nd of October. So the first one is Spooky Wookie, which is actually my favourite of the whole Fiendish Feet line. Now I love the way they've done this, sort of like standard action figure on a huge backing card. It comes with a little organism in the sort of the bubble, which is just like a companion, it's like an extra little figure. I love this, the banana flavour, not really. And I love the little jokes on the back. And what I'll do is I'll show you a bit of a close-up on those later. And the second one is Rattle and Roll. I love this. The sort of skull design on the actual sort of on the pot. Really, I just love the way they've sort of done the style of him. The eyes are just like a perfect colour. The third one is Fangs a Lot. It's a bright pink one. I believe this was strawberry flavour. Again, all the backing cards are identical apart from the name change on the back, and I'll show them later on in the video. Then the next one is Frankenstein. Now this one for me was actually my least favourite of the yoghurt pots, so like originally, because he had no detail. Now obviously in the 3D design that actually helps a lot. And last but not least are the organisms. These are the little companion figures that come with the actual minifigures, so they're exactly the same. I just thought it'd be nice to actually show them on camera and show the variety of colours. So you get a red, a yellow, a green, and what looks to be a little more pearlescent white one. And on the back is just all the copyright information, information about NeMA Studios and whatnot, and obviously gives you their Instagram address there. What I've decided to do is actually open these off camera, so you won't see me sort of cut my main artery with a like with a sharp blade. Now taking a look at this actual amazing card art by Theo Kane over at Slimehouse Productions, he has this natural ability to make everything perfect. I mean, the card art suggests that, you know, the like Fiendish Feet pots are bursting out the fridge. You know, there's a lovely blood red of the Fiendish Feet logo at the top, and I love this little edition of the Cosmic Cowboys, which is actually another range that NeMA Studios have done. Yeah, I love the little magnets on the fridge. This little rat at the bottom that looks like it's gnawing through like a slice of toast or something. And then a very familiar NeMA Studios logo. So on the back of the card, all the card is the same, apart from the actual name. So this one was Frankenstein's card. Now it's a lovely bright pink, but I love the jokes on these with like the raspberry flavour. Not really. Keep refrigerated or don't. And the list of nutritional information, I just think it shows how much fun they had making these figures. The list of ingredients like had me in stitches. I was reading them for like literally a couple of minutes, and I was just bubbling up with laughter. So the second one, again, just showing the back of the card. The only change is this Fangs a Lot sort of name tag on the back. A third one would be Rattle and Roll. Chocolate flavour, not really. And Spooky Wookie, my favourite, obviously. I just think it's a fantastic figure. Now let's take a look at the actual minifigures, which is what we're all here for. So the very first one, my favourite, Spooky Wookie. I just love the design on this. I love the way that the spills of the yogurt across the top, the chain going around his wrists and things. It works. It is perfect. Now, again, Fiendish Feet on the back. I love this logo. It's one of my favourite logos. It's something that really sticks with me from my childhood. Now, all the weapons do come off, but they are really hard to actually get them back into place, especially this one. And each one comes with its own little organism. Now, you can't really see this that well on camera. It's really hard to actually get a decent look at the actual sculpt and the detail in it. But it's a fantastic little mini. So, rattle and roll, just holding that bone. You can feel that these just sort of, I say it quite a lot, that they do pop out at you. One of the things that I did ask was, why did they include arms? Because obviously yogurt pots originally, obviously they don't have arms. They're called Fiendish Feet, so it's all about the feet. And the owner of NeMA Studios actually said to me, well, there wouldn't be minifigures or action figures if they didn't have arms. You can't add the accessory to them. So again, here is the second of the organisms. Like I say, it's really hard to get the detail on this. Being a white product against a white background obviously is not helping, and obviously capturing the light. And the third one, Fangs a Lot. Now the stake didn't fit properly for me. You can see it should be a lot further in the hand, but that's something I can do myself. But obviously I was in a rush to get the video done. I really do like the little logo on this, and the blood drips from the top. You can see the sort of moulded shape of what's supposed to symbolise blood, but it's actually strawberry yoghurt. Now, the arms don't actually move on these; they are stationary. I really do like this one. I love his little eyes, the little triangle eyes. I just think it's so simple. And his little organism, again, this is going to be a hard one to get a good shot of. It looks like it's got two little eyes and a little mouth. It's some sort of sort of trash bag, really. Yeah, just little additions that are really nice little additions, actually. And lastly is Frankenstein. Now I love this little gold thunderbolt, suggesting that obviously he's been brought to life with the electricity. I think that's a really fun little touch there. I like the way it just sort of slips into the hands. Again, the detail on these, you can see the little sort of crosshairs across the sort of waist and around the hands, suggesting that he's obviously wearing some sort of top or trousers or something like that. But I just love how fun these actually are. They really are something like a quick retro throwback for me. It's so much fun. I love the way the letters actually stick out on this pink, actually. And then finally, the last organism, which is Frankenstein's, is actually the most fun one in my opinion. I love the little eyes on this, the little tuft of sort of hair in the background. Now, the problem is obviously being, again, what I said earlier, being bright white. They were very hard to see on camera. Maybe I should have actually opened up the 4-pack, but hindsight and all. So what I'll do now is I'll quickly get on and show you in this show reel. So the information that I got when I actually ordered these, it did say Series 1, and I'm really hoping that means there's going to be a Series 2, because these are so iconic of the era that I grew up in, the late 80s, early 90s. You know, these are fantastic addition to any sort of collection out there, if you've remotely got anything to do with the 80s or 90s. Like I said earlier, the addition of arms on these is a new thing. You know, it has that nod of, you know, the retro feel, the iconicness of the original designs, yet it brings it something completely new. To be able to add the accessories and the organisms, you know, that shows how much thought's gone into these. Now, from what I'm aware, there is actually some stock left of these, but they are selling very quickly. You know, everyone knows anything that reminds people of when they were younger is being snapped up so quickly. So I really highly recommend that if you want a set of these, you get your order in as quick as possible. And what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description below the video, and hopefully you can actually net yourself a set of these. So with that, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching the video. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like, and I'll catch you all again next time.